Yes.
We'll save,
Let
we'll
us
save
view the
that for
sane and
Friday.
yep.
Yeah, let us view something not at all crazy, not at all degenerate, purely sane. We are here for the purely sane visuals that are Berserk, the Golden Age Arc Memorial Edition.
How
Hello,
did you
ladies and
find
gentlemen.
did you find a better version of the English poster?
Oh, I stole it from Amazon.
Oh, okay then. Well,
Yeah, Amazon.
anyway,
So the one you got was actually the Crunchyroll poster. So fun fact, the Crunchyroll poster for this show rather is it's like 720 by 480. No, it's 480 by 7. It's a stupid fucking resolution. It's too low for a poster for something like this, you know? So I went and I found the Amazon version, which is literally just this. Actually, hang on. Let me pull up the proper version of it because
be
there you go.
thankful that we haven't introduced the Cheetle.
There you go. There's the version of it that's on Amazon where they took and they blurred it out so that it would fit a 4:3 ratio, and then they blurred it out so it would fit a 16:9 ratio. Oh, so, oh, that's something.
Yeah.
And so I had to center crop it so that it would actually fit
And Alex,
from
do
top
make
to
sure
bottom.
that you are streaming it so that everybody else can see it.
Yes, thank you for reminding me about that. We had some technical difficulties before the show went on the air. Um, for some
And we got
reason, OBS decided that Discord was going to not have any audio. Then I fixed that. Now,
anyway, so we got a new guy here. Please introduce yourself.
yes.
Hey there, Rhino here, and thank you everyone for bringing me on to the Metley crew.
You're welcome, and we're happy to have you on.
Oh yeah, happy
So,
to have you, buddy.
so, so if
Likewise.
you want to, so if you want to view the show, without needing a link, just click on Alex's stream, and you'll all be good.
Yep.
I'm
I
on here
have
right
the
now.
uh I have the Blu-ray ripped to my hard drive and it is streaming.
All
Doing
right, so
work
are we
makes
all
the
ready
work.
to go?
Yep,
Yeah.
ready to go in a
And
3, and a 2, and a 1.
so initially, these are three
Long
movies
ago in a distant
that
land,
were
I,
made.
the great Griffith, unleashed an unspeakable evil, shittily animated birds.
Which, by the way,
What is this, Birdemic?
no, thankfully not, because these birds actually feel like they're part of the environment as opposed to just being photoshopped onto it.
Yeah,
Ah,
You look
Okay,
on
looks.
like
so this was
they are kind of
initially
moving things.
so back in 2012 they had initially they plotted to make a full series of films, animated films, mind you, of the entirety of Berserk, starting with the Golden Age arc back when and getting Studio 4 Degrees C, which had quite the reputation prior to this. Seriously, look up some of their work. They've got quite the
Wait a minute.
resume. I
Wait, I
mean,
thought we were watching a movie.
hell, tra-
What's this PS2 game
Transformers
that she's
animated.
looking?
It it was animated by 4 Degrees C, and that
Yep.
looks really good.
Humpty
And
Dumpty
yes,
And
had a great fall.
the CG is somewhat jarring at times, but it does help with some of the action stuff.
yep. Now the CGI, I will say, looks
Not as bad as I think,
it
but
looks better
that's
than
good.
2016's,
Yes, by a country
Yeah,
mile.
and it was released
yeah.
4 years before.
Yep. And they actually updated some of the CG, starting with the second movie's material. Also, we'll get better model. Oh, starting with that.
But in
Yeah,
8
it's
RAM.
also important to note that the CGI they're using is not in the foreground for the characters at
Hmm.
least, and it has higher frames of animation or higher frame
Yep.
rates of animation.
And the models are notably more detailed with the main characters as opposed to the side characters.
Yeah, as opposed to using basically side character models for everybody, like 2016
Hmm.
did.
We're gonna talk about 2016 a
Oh
lot,
my
aren't
god,
we?
who's that guy with the black cape?
Batman?
Is that Batman?
Is it Ryu Hayabusa?
Now, NYAV Post was actually asked as by... Now, people actually asked NYAV Post to dub over the Golden Age arc film trilogy, which is interesting because usually they would want the original Japanese voices back, but since the... Oh, hello. It's Mike the Murderer, brother of Barry the Butcher, son of Roger the Rapist, and husband of Penelope the Pulverizer.
Okay, yeah. So
Hello.
Ben in the chat is asking 2016. So in 2016 there was a hi Dr. Robotnik. There was a CGI animated television series based on the Golden Age arc. Surprisingly,
was it? No, the 2016-2017 was based off the Black Swordsman arc, going all the way up to the first half of the Millennium Falcon arc.
I thought it also covered the Golden Age arc.
It only had flashbacks of the Golden Age arc. It did not cover anything other. It did not cover
I didn't
anything
watch it because I refused to watch that show because I saw the preview animation.
As a Berserk fan, I could not avoid it.
Yeah.
A kid with a very deep voice in both languages.
So, how did Kaiji Tang handle doing,
Kaiji Tang was pretty... Kaiji Tang was okay.
Yeah. What about, Steve Cannon as Griffith?
Steve Staley? He was also alright. Steve Cannon
not what you
is
were
just...
expecting, though, right?
No. Steve Staley is not my ideal Griffith, but he was... Could be worse.
Yeah.
That's... A lot of the dub for 2016-2017 was kind of, could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
It was fine.
The most notable names I can see here... Oh, shit. DC Douglas.
Yeah, the Dickless Penny Waste is in it.
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this. I don't...
Okay.
7 pieces of silver.
Well,
hey, you know what? It could be worse. It could be clang, clang, clang.
So keep in mind, another thing is that for this release of the Golden Age arc, they mostly recycled the same Japanese voice acting on their end, and they didn't really do anything new. But NYEV Post actually went out of their way to do all new recordings for everything. And unfortunately, that also meant we lost a lot of the voice acting from the older Golden Age arc, release of the Golden Age arc film trilogy, which includes Liam O'Brien and whatnot, because they ended up being union, and NYAV Post is mostly non-union.
Finish him.
We still had Christopher Corey Smith and Jesse Corti.
Ooh.
Ooh. His eye came out.
Yep, that's how it was in the manga.
Hey, it could be worse. It could be like the Dragon Ball the Dragon Ball remastered dub, where some of the voice actors switch. Some of the characters switch voice actors between
Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
lines.
he had the guts.
He got the power.
Ah, yes, the original Black Swordsman. Not like that string being we all
Hi,
know.
Polnareff. Yes, Doug Erholtz is Corcus. And fun fact, Casca was actually Carrie Karenan's very first anime voiceover role.
Huh.
Nice.
This would be noted in the Did You Know anime for our Berserk, or the third one that came out on their channel. What now?
That thing.
The Bailet?
Yes.
And Rhino, trust me, that's going to come up in a very interesting way.
Curiosity, Rhino.
Oh
How?
boy.
What is your experience with Berserk?
Ugh.
Since since you're the
Nudity.
new, so out of curiosity, Rhino, what's your experience with Berserk?
Practically none.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's going in about as blind as Alex is on this one. On when I
oh,
first showed him the Golden Age arc film trilogy.
oh, goody. Oh, this is going to be a fun watch.
Yeah.
So so one scene that is so one bit that is missing from this scene is that after Guts leaves this guy, I the this man tries to get Guts to stay. A grabs his arm and Guts recoils and pulls back aggressively, saying, "Don't touch me," because you'll see later on, and we'll elaborate a bit more on it. And now we get a nice, lovely field with multiple layers, and then bandits, or rather Corcus and his posse.
The bandits are coming.
You must save
The
my
bandits are
family.
coming! The bandits are coming!
You must save my family.
You want to know the worst part? I think out of all the Band of the Hawk members that might have survived later down the line, and I think Gary was among them. Ugh, Gary.
They look like they
Jeez.
have guts, but do they have the guts?
Not on their side.
And I'm Tish.
Oh no, he's doing the Obi-Wan.
Ooh.
And now he just did a Count Dooku.
So casual dismemberment. It it is now more of a thing in this version, and as opposed to the '97 anime we watched a couple weeks ago. Corcus, meanwhile, is suddenly like Mr. Mackey from South Park.
Rememberment's bad, okay?
Did I stutter? That ass.
That will soon be plowed very soon.
Not
Uh,
soon.
not soon, but it will get plowed out in a little while. Ooh. Ow. Yeah, that's gonna do a number on your arm.
Just what are
That's
you
what she
exactly
said.
referring to?
You're referring to the one he's carrying or the one between his legs? Oh, it's...
Okay.
It's either in the sheath or behind the cod piece.
His penis. It was almost too big, too thick, too long to be a penis, but it was a penis nonetheless.
I know
You
some
wouldn't get
women will
that
be
unless you read
happy.
the manga.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah, you still got importance.
We'd lose a perfectly good pair of breasts, as one Carrie Elways would say.
I was about to say, hey, there's a shortage of perfect breasts in the world. It would be a shame to waste them.
Bitch, I might. You know what? Totally not. Mark ended up describing the sword that Guts would have later on in the manga.
One.
He would describe it as a refrigerator.
Yeah.
I mean, not.
Like
He's
he's just
not wrong.
casually hauling a big ass refrigerator around beating up demons.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that outfit
I
right
mean,
there is fucking, you can tell that that inspired some Final Fantasy.
Yep.
mhm.
Why does he have to look like a beautiful woman?
Do not trust those lips. Every word they speak is a lie.
Careful, that was a gold sticker.
I sense something rather homoerotic there.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Gambino. Are you here to deliver Guts' daily dosage of abuse? Oh, no! Oh, God! Oh, God.
no.
Yeah, for context sake on that portion of Guts' nightmare, that scumbag whom he just killed there, Gambino, had sold old Guts for 3 coins. Basically, this douchebag sold Guts into prostitution. It is further elaborated on in the manga, but it is horrifying.
Reminder that the life of Guts is very hard.
Yes.
It's a hard.
Also, also in
All
the manga,
because of
Guts does
all
also in the
because
manga,
he
Guts does not wake up to the sight of a very, very naked Casca.
I mean, after all, if one of Guts' playlists is "It's a Hard Knock Life."
Yep.
It's a hard. Oh, it's probably his theme song.
ass
Girl damn. You not only saw some ass, but you also saw tits and cooch.
very barely saw
Holy shit!
cooch.
Look at those. Look at those large.
Ow! Did we at least have good sex, woman? Inquiring minds wish to know. I'll take that as a no. Oh, God. Ah.
What?
Huh?
All this after collapsing from heat exhaustion.
Well, well, actually, it was blood loss that. Hi, Judo.
Sexism.
Thank you, Judo, for killing that bee. Or at least making
A
sure it can't
fucking
fly.
looks like a hornet to me. That's a big fucking hornet. That'd
I'd
be
be
a
like,
big fucking bee.
yeah, I'd be like, thank you for killing that, or mobilizing that for me.
Now we could
Yeah,
stomp on it with the dearest boot.
Hi, Griffith. And meanwhile, Alex is like, lies, fucking lies. Alex,
Die.
he's not even lying yet.
I'm more distracted by the texturing on the tent. You see that? There's some
Well, you
weird
can't wield it because you
compression.
don't have the guts.
Yeah, there's some weird compression noise around the rope. Like, did you save these as JPEGs? Why did you do that if so?
Gonna get a lot of these
You know,
times, aren't
it
we?
be the thing is that the movies at least go out of their way to actually give us somewhat manga accurate outfits for everybody, even down to their armor.
Hmm.
Like 4 degrees, the people on 4 degrees C did their research on the detailing in these.
Ben says I can't see it, but that's a lot of death. Yes.
I like how the subtitles don't match up to the English
Yeah, the
dub.
subtitles are supposed to match up to the Japanese version, not the English dub.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate, but what can you do?
Because Bon Jovi hasn't been invented yet and I didn't have a gun. Which just...
How am I supposed?
Griffith, what the hell is a
But I
gun?
Why aren't you asking
don't
what the
worry
hell a
about it.
Bon Jovi is?
Well, you see, good.
The Backstreet
And
Boys
Griffith,
haven't been invented yet either, Guts.
and the funny thing is, Griffith does not confirm nor deny what Guts just asked him.
I mean, like I said, this was a different time. There was a hole, there was a way.
Like, look, Griffith is also quite muscular underneath that loose-fitting clothing that he's wearing, but it's just his his appearance otherwise is very effeminate.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And meanwhile, Kevin T.
Dude,
Collins has a much deeper register than Takahiro Sakurai, who is his current in Seiyu.
I want to take you home and
Is Griffith coming out of the closet or something?
A lot of
I don't
people
think he
have
was ever.
made that joke so that you would not be the first.
I don't think Griffin was ever in the closet to begin with.
In the Berserk abridged movie
Oh,
that
I would
Ben
love to
Creighton
see
did,
that.
it was God said, "If I win, I split you in half from balls to breastbone."
Uh-huh.
Look at how elegant that rapier looks in
Oh,
comparison.
look at that. He's actually going to hold it right side up this time, as opposed to switching between shots like in the 97 show.
Oh man, the timeline's changing.
Ugh. I like the way that Griffith is parrying the strike ice just by aiming it so that it will slide off his
Yep.
blade.
That's actually a really mhm.
Kill Bill no jutsu. You know who I am.
Oh, I don't want to hear about I don't want to hear what was that about using your mouth in battle and then knocking him over? I want to destroy something beautiful.
You know, considering that a
Guts, you
lot
could have
of
won there.
considering that a lot of Castlevania 2017's influence comes from Berserk, Griffith would easily be able to get what's her face to be his bitch. Oh, I don't
God.
like the sound out of
God.
that crunch.
Guts.
I don't like the sounds the sound of those bones popping is oh.
Guts here. Guts here is a fucking idiot.
I mean,
Because I like it's just.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh.
just
I
stay
think
down, man.
you know, it's not that the 97 anime didn't have good sound design there, but it's just like that had the unsettling sound of the bones popping as the
That
anticipation.
reminds me. That reminds me of the shoulder dislocation scene from Lethal Weapon 2.
I wonder no, never mind. And in I think Lethal Weapon 2 came out after Berserk. Let's see.
But yeah, like when you got somebody in the mount, just don't get up unless they make you. It's as simple as that. Just sit on them. You have like 50 pounds
Okay,
on
Lethal
him,
Weapon
Guts.
2 came out in 1989. And Berserk was first published. Oh, never mind, Alex. I think Lethal Weapon 2 might have inspired that.
Hmm.
Because guess what? Miura is also one who wore his influences on his sleeve, especially with some of the horror references.
Oh yeah. Well, there's stuff in here from Highlander. There's stuff in here from what you call it? And what's the? There's and frankly, there's a lot of A Nightmare on Elm Street. In and
I really like this ending song.
oh god, it's so much better than the fucking '97 anime soundtrack.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why.
There are actually
Tell
cover
me why you
versions
won't tune your
of
fucking guitar.
There are actually cover versions of "Tell Me Why" and, "Waiting So on that were used in Totally Not Mark's review of, Berserk.
I mean, huh. You know, I knew there was a reason why the song sounded so much better in that version.
So, Rhino, what did you think of the first episode?
Eh,
I know.
just
You don't
started.
see.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
see, you're not getting what I'm talking about when I'm saying that.
To be fair, he started off with the CG instead of the anime.
Yeah, because the opening and ending songs for the '97 show were both English a go-go,
You
and
know
the
what? How about we have after this? Let's have him listen to it just to get his input on it after this.
And now we get at a preview now we get at a bit of a preview that, came out after this episode's airing in Japan.
all right.
With an interesting remix of Forces.
I'm wait.
actually didn't get that because I've got all the
Ah,
episodes on my hard drive.
Okay, so that
darn it.
and just alright, so are we okay, I'm just gonna skip right over to episode 2, so are we all ready?
Oh yeah.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Ah, Arya, I
Uh
missed you. What?
oh, is this the hell
I
is
think this is
this?
the preview.
Is
What?
this the preview?
Yeah, that's the preview. It was skip it.
Is that
Oh wait,
3 minutes of
uh,
preview or?
Yeah.
but I want to hear this is the Forces though. So
Yeah,
that's the
that was
remake.
yeah, that was the preview.
Well, yeah, but I
But it has
can't.
a pre.
Just skip it. But
I can't skip it. There's not a like.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
I don't know.
oh, it is. It is literally a 4 minute preview.
Of the entire, I guess, the entire
Is
series.
this
I guess.
okay? So look at the stream. Is this the opening sequence here?
Give me a sec. Yes, that is the opening sequence.
Awesome. Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
Darn.
Okay,
I just wanna.
so yeah. Sorry about that,
That's
Rhino.
that's a 4 minute You know, without
Pre-
without context, it's a 4-minute preview that basically, why is that alias to shit? That basically serves to spoil the entire fucking series if it's your first time through.
yeah.
But hey,
So the reason why this memorial edition was made was in honor of Kentaro Miura's passing a couple
Mm,
years back.
I remember hearing about that.
Yep.
Oh, that broke my heart when I saw all that on Twitter. Because he was
yeah,
because in terms of writing, he's one of my primary influences. Because as if you've read the manga of Berserk, he showcases some excellent character writing and throughout out the series as well as has great paneling and whatnot.
like I think we can see some of the artwork here.
Also, that brief little also some of the characters showcased is Isidro, Farnese, Serpico, and Shirk.
And the
Those
Skull
will be
Knight.
characters that appear much later in the manga. Because
Also
this
Skull Knight. You forgot about Skull Knight
yeah.
was there.
Now Skull Knight appears in this arc.
Yeah, no. We
So
gotta
3
mention
years
Skull Knight.
later, Berserk often likes to jump between points in time throughout the series. And now they go, our arrows will blot out the sun, then we will fight in the shade. So the primary setting of the Golden Age arc throughout at least the first 7 episodes of this is essentially the Kingdom of Midland is in 100-year war with the with with the Kingdom of Shooter. And Shooter and essentially this whole setting is perfect for mercenaries since they find a lot of work. Who indeed?
They love
Oh,
their
yeah.
animal names in this setting, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say you're outnumbered, buddy. I mean, this is Guts, and there's only like 10 of you.
The hang You should have seen the hang time on him.
I was hoping he would get bisected.
Man, this
Just
Eh,
man, this is
you
the weird
wait.
man, this is the weirdest looking
sometime
dynasty.
sometime I'm just bifurcation and takes a bit more than just, a single sword swing. Plus, depending on the
Yeah,
angle that Guts was at, he probably couldn't.
yeah.
Because they were
Fuck this
paid
shit, we're
to.
out.
Way.
Which, by the way, Rhino, the voice of Count Julius there, the guy who is voicing the only sign of objection towards the Band of the Hawk, monks is voiced by LeFou from Beauty and the Beast.
Hmm.
I'm not joking. Because one thing NYAV Post ends up doing at times is getting some Broadway actors in on this. I mean, hell, John Avner, one of the biggest voices in this series. He's as a
Wait,
theater actor.
do you mean like how Armitage the Third had Kiefer Sutherland and Elizabeth Berkley?
I believe so. Look at the level of detailing on Guts's armor there. Hey, which one of you is Goku?
Yeah.
I bring big barrel of drink.
That sounded like Nolan North for a moment.
Eh. And see, even Casca's armor is accurate to the manga. She seems pissed.
Always pissed.
She's always pissed when it comes to Guts.
Yep.
I think you are Leroy
He's not a
Jenkins.
hero, he's a powerhouse, you cunt. You are completely underestimating him.
Who do you think you are, Leroy Jenkins?
Casca's reasoning for not liking Guts is based off of the fact that she
And
that
what does
she
that
feels
make
like
the Band of the Hawks?
that's a hard question to answer. Jesus is here.
What is the Antichrist?
God. Also, can I just say that I hate Griffith?
You're not
Everybody
the
does.
Oh,
only
please
one.
elaborate on your reasons why you hate this white-haired twink.
He's smug, he's smug, pompous, narcissistic, and he's annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
sounds
worst.
about right.
Yeah, the funny thing is that Griffith is one of the more nuanced characters in this series.
Funny thing was, I liked Griffith when I first watched it.
You know, the funny thing is, totally not Mark in his review of Berserk. Anytime Griffith comes up, you hear her radiant choir, her in the background going,
The subtitle said, "Because you belong to me." That is exactly why I hate Griffith.
You know what?
"Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, that is a showcasing of the fact that, and that's kind of how Griffith treats just about everybody in the Band of the Hawk.
And that's why
They're
I think he's a cunt.
he is
He probably wouldn't be if he had a dick up his ass.
well
Oh, you
about
poor,
that.
you
Don't say
poor
anything.
summer child.
I won't.
Man, you were so pure,
I'll wait
Rhino.
till later.
Rhino, you were so pure.
Oh, Jason Marnoka is
You're
in
giving
this.
me way too much credit there.
Yeah, so
Jason
in any
Marnoka always sounds like he's doing a Lanny Pator impression.
Marnoka actually does some really good voice work outside of like parodies and whatnot, and a lot of, and I feel like his performance as Wheelo in TFS's World's Strongest was really good.
Yes, it
Oh
was.
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot he was in this
And
stuff.
Marnoka in Young Justice Abridged voiced a lot of characters,
Young Justice Abridged
including
isn't very good.
including but not limited to Slade, Batman, and Lex Luthor. or the Joker.
Okay, so hang on, I have to specify. He voices both Slade and Deathstroke.
Oh, right, because I forgot. Now the streak is ready.
That's a great gag for a much better show.
Which, by the way, Marc Duraison on the voice of Guts actually has proven to be really good at French. He's actually able to
Oh,
pronounce.
he's good with French.
He was actually able to pronounce Gaston's name correctly, which is somewhat interesting because everybody pronounces it as Gaston, but it's pronounced Gaston.
My, what a guy, that Gaston!
He sounds like a Frenchie.
I mean, there are a number of names in Berserk that are mixed between. Oh, look at all those bodies.
That's what
Clearly,
you
whoever.
call a
Let the
bloodbath.
bodies hit the floor.
Yep.
Let the bodies hit the
Oh,
floor.
and the manga did not hold back on this visceral nightmare or either. But yeah, this is actually accurate to how the manga was paced. He's just, oh, hello, very naked Nosferatu Zod. No, his dick isn't hanging out because even in the manga, he's not drawn with one.
Like a
Yes,
Ken
it's
doll.
true. He has no dick.
So he's Walter Peck. Sadly, hey, Rhino. Oh, the first time I ever heard of the name Walter Peck had to come from Bennett the Sage's review of the first Inuyasha movie.
Hmm.
Is as essentially he referred to the main villain as Walter Peck just because his first appearance was him quite naked and without anatomical accuracy.
Hmm.
Oh, hi, Odeon. Man who voices Nosferatu Zod is J. David Brimmer. And that man has a very extensive resume.
Such a long-winded and stylistic standoff.
Yep.
I bet this will get at the Academy Awards or
Ooh.
Oscars.
Oh, if only. Ooh.
Bloody.
Looks like the Incredible Hulk.
I know.
So yeah, Nosferatu Zod, named after a Superman villain.
I will find him!
Yeah. Let's get on with the fight already.
And by the way, yeah, they didn't real when Zod speaks, he doesn't his mouth doesn't really animate all that much.
Budget cuts, maybe.
No, that was how it was even in the 97 anime.
Hmm.
So it's kind of accurate. His
Push it
inhuman
to the
growl
limit.
his inhuman
Gonna
growl
walk along the razor's edge.
mixed with that synthesizer, I think it is just that's really help sell out Inhuman Zod is.
Oh yeah.
Well, Griffith, here's a chance to show you're not so much of a fruitcake after all.
Okay. I think that might be the most unique insult Griffith ever heard from somebody.
Judo, hold her back, because if he joins in the fight too, oh, she's gonna royally body Zod. Very different from the manga and the anime, but it's still accurate choreography to how they how these two styles would try to fight him.
Hmm.
Because I would not
Ooh,
see because I would not
ego
see Griffith.
bruised.
Yep. By the way, in the manga, Zod smacks around Guts and Griffith using his severed arm.
That was awesome too.
Yeah. Ooh.
I often wonder what would have happened. Zod hadn't seen that thing.
I think he would have
Wait,
just straight up killed him. Guts too.
Yeah, see, that's the unfortunate thing. I often wonder what would have happened differently if Guts had had a 44 Magnum as well. Or perhaps perhaps an
Or
RPG, rocket-propelled grenade launcher.
I don't think either of those would work on Zod.
We can try.
I mean, maybe he aim for the eyes.
You're gonna write a parody fic of that, aren't you?
Maybe
I
he
can
aims for the
tell when the
eyes.
gears are turning in your head.
Griffith has some secrets.
Well, it's not necessarily
Secret,
a
secret. I got a secret.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a secret. It's since a lot of the members of the Band of the Hawk have seen that Baylet. It's just it's not something that has really had any
Hmm.
meaning other than being a weird trinket.
Okay.
I mean, the two people who have seen him naked in in the series up to this point ain't were Guts and Casca, and scenes that weren't in this.
What did I do?
Who do you think
What
you
did I
are?
do?
Griffith's sex slave or something?
Were you about to say Griffith's boyfriend?
Let's be real here. I've said stupider.
I'll
Alex,
have
you
you
know
know that I'm not the best at talking.
neither am
No,
I.
I wasn't making fun of you. I was just gonna say, it was like, it's just,
I wanted to
are
say
you
boy toy, but
implying,
that
are
wasn't
you
exactly
implying that,
correct.
No.
are you implying that he's the
Um,
bottom in their relationship?
No. Their implication is just as bad. We're making way too many sex jokes in this show.
Yes,
mm,
I agree.
This show that much like Greek mythology is very similar to oh it has a lot of sex, violence, and betrayal that is absolutely nothing like Disney's Mickey Mania.
A lot of sex and drugs and maybe even some rock and roll.
You know, the worst part is I think Shirosagasu incorporated that in the 2016-2017 anime soundtrack.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
No, just rock and roll.
Uh,
There were definitely drugs later on, because, oh boy.
Dwayne
Well,
Johnson was the English translator.
The fucking
Not
rock.
not the
not
Rock.
The Rock.
Okay, so there is not a 5-minute preview at the start or 4-minute preview at the start of this episode.
That bit of animation is really good.
All right, ready to go?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, oh, I, I thought we were just going. Hmm?
Oh no.
Are we
Oh,
coming or going? I can barely decide.
I'm at the start of the 3rd episode.
All right.
Come
Hey,
from
I'm
where?
rewinding. Now we're starting.
All
Okay.
right. A 3, a 2, a 1.
Where did it come from? Where did it go?
Yeah, I had some good sword work there.
Yeah, it's actually really good, especially with that particular cut right there. So funnily enough,
As in
in
an
the
angry
manga,
dog, yes. Mad as in infected with rabies, no.
Good
so
God, get off
interest.
your hormones, Casca.
The funny thing is that when Guts was later seen in the manga swinging around his sword, or he was thinking about Casca in a very different context.
Hmm.
One where he feels that. Well, I'll tell you later.
Yeah, he's tough. At least he didn't get knocked the fuck out.
I mean, he probably lost consciousness after a while.
Devil man, devil man.
I've seen like old Devilman and stuff, and my word, this series and Devilman both show like the older Devilman and show okay, so it's the absolute worst of humanity.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark as shit, and I'm in here for it.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
It is interesting the scenes they will combine. I mean, in this version of the Golden Age arc, so that things aren't necessarily as redundant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it, Griffith.
Yeah, Griffith. What's your end game? You lie. You lie.
So Rhino, you're also part of the narrative of those womanly lips lying with every word that comes out of them.
Let's just say I have an intuition for seeing some bullshit.
Hmm. You're a wise one.
How about no?
That's
I have to wonder how much NYV Post had to give for Christopher Corey Smith to come back for the King of Midland.
yes. I'm going to say yes.
Hey, look, it's Princess Charlotte, voiced by a Felicia from Darkstalkers.
Bad happens for her.
Charlotte,
Oh,
get over
oh.
here. So in the older dubs, Charlotte was voiced by the late Rachel Lillis, who had sadly passed away this year.
Not another good
Uh,
one.
Do not look in those eyes, princess. Dude, don't look at him. Look away. On.
Ego bruised.
Hey.
that is the face that plots murder.
Yeah. You know what should have happened here? Why is there... The texturing on that guard's face in the background is fucking up. It was like buzzing on the edges.
Bzz.
I just about hate that prick too.
Yeah. He deserves to have been German suplexed down those stairs.
Now we're on the fall hunt.
Well, it is the appropriate season for it.
It's
Oh,
winter fall.
So two characters that are Sir and Madam not appearing in this series are Minister Foss and the Queen of Midland.
Could have been worse. Could have been the fucking Skull Knight.
Yeah. Minister Foss had plotted a bit of a small little conspiracy with Count Julius to kill Griffith during this little excursion, and it made it seem like it was a stray arrow. Oh,
what an asshole.
and the Queen of Midland, and would later plot with Foss to kill Griffith.
As you would, because everybody hates Griffith.
Everybody hates Griffith.
Fun fact that everyone hates Chris remake is actually pretty decent.
Get away from your philosophy, milady. Allow me to entertain you with a
Song
Kazoo.
from the Leaf.
The song from my leaf kazoo.
It's the song of my people.
Sing you the song of my people. I will now play Freebird on my leaf kazoo.
There's just way too many implications that I have. Don't quit your day job.
Oink, oink, motherfucker. I better go save that booty.
You know, I wasn't gonna make any jokes, but here we are.
Don't worry, beautiful. Jesus will save you.
So much gushing. Mentally. What now?
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. I play my part, and you play your game.
Calm
Griffith's
down.
dead.
Good God, Casca. You've fallen over him like he's your boyfriend.
The thing is that Casca ended up being en- ended up owing a lot to Griffith, and back when she was younger. You'll see a little bit more of that in the next episode.
And Griffith doesn't exactly shout at the devil. It's more like he shouts with the devil.
Hold that thought.
I must
I
plot a
smell.
man's murder. So one other thing that was cut out from on the manga was that Griffith had gotten a maid to research or to spy on Count Julius and found out that the assailant was leaving his quarters, likely having conspired or with him in the attempted murder.
Which I'm sure we'll get to at some point.
Adonis. Okay. And now Guts is doing his best impression of the Assassin's Creed.
More like Garrett from Thief.
Also, Griffith in the scene where Griffith and Guts were plotting to kill Count Julius, Griffith had introduced Guts to the idea of reading through saying like, "Look, we got pornographic images in here."
Yeah. Now,
So it's
I'm going
so
to.
it's
My name is Griffith. I am going to plot to assassinate a man who wanted to kill me, and in doing so, I'm going to send the largest motherfucker in my company after him.
aside from Pippin.
Pippin doesn't count. Pippin's a hobbit.
How is Pippin a hobbit? He's a fucking huge guy.
Because he sounds like he's a hobbit.
So wait, you're telling me that a big burly man with this voice is a hobbit?
Eh. I mean, Pippin's a hobbit name. You never heard that. Realistic interpret... And the fire is
Sure.
still burning in the wide shot. Realistic interpretation of throwing wine on a fire because wine does not have enough alcohol content to properly burn.
Yeah.
Unlike some alcohols like vodka or high-proof whiskey.
What's up? I'm the
Hassan?
pizza man.
Hassan
I'm here to
Piker?
deliver you your death.
Hassan Piker! I'm coming to kill you! In the game?
In
No,
Los
in real
Angeles,
life!
at your house.
See, it makes more sense for Guts to bring like a shorter or thinner sword that can be easily concealed instead of his massive broadsword.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a decision I don't really understand either in the 97 anime or in the manga.
All you had to do was back up, Guts. You just had to back up, Guts. You just had to back up, Guts. You can keep backing up so you can get less blood on you. You better back up before the blood gets on your boots.
I think the reason why Guts is just so shell
Guts, get a
shocked.
grip.
I think the reason why Guts is so shell shocked here is just because the fact that assassinating a person is very different from killing a person in the battlefield.
Yeah. Now,
Plus,
imagine...
it's bringing up traumatic memories of
All my
his
eyes are
childhood
dual
when
bad
he killed
CG.
Gambino, and now how we had something that was better in this version than in the '97 anime, where Guts did not see this kid before ending the last of his humanity.
Gyarios.
Yeah, it's amazing how Guts can make a broadsword look like a fucking tiny weapon.
Gyarios.
I mean,
Griffith.
dude is a tall motherfucker too.
Griffith, I did it. Oopsie.
I'm just stand. Fuck's sake.
Griffith, I did an oopsie.
Yeah, like I said, here Guts, the last of Guts' humanity, just died because he willfully murdered a child. Um,
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Yeah, Lord
and
Adonis is not a character in this
the
movie.
worst is yet to
Show.
come.
It's a hard knock life for Guts.
I love how panicked Mark Drason sounded there. Damn it! Damn it!
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
Ain't no mercy there for me.
Good God.
Who could possibly have been the one to do this?
Ugh.
We couldn't possibly identify him based on his physique.
Oh,
That's
and here's
two
one of
guys
the
with one stab.
Yep, and here's a brutal stab that was unnecessary. Why? Why? Why right in the Johnson? Ugh.
That's the message.
Yeah, I think the reason why Guts ended up dropping the body just before he reached there is just so that he would get to it faster. And on top of that, he was almost at the ledge. Jesus, tap dancing Christ, Corcus! You swallowed that whole fucking chicken! You saw that too, right?
Oh.
He's like, I'm gonna take this whole fucking chicken and go.
I'll take a whole chicken and eat it!
Yes, we just made a Death Note reference. Hey guys, I'm not exactly in the best mood to be bitched out today. Can someone just tell me where Griffith is? God damn it.
Yeah, Kafka's realized something's not right here.
Let's see.
Guts, are you okay? It looks like you've lost all faith in humanity. Or most of
Yeah,
your faith
see,
in humanity.
at that point, I mean that was when Casca was supposed to notice the arrow wound, not 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 as she was talking to him.
Hmm.
How kind of him.
How kind, quote unquote.
Oh, you need to get with the bitches.
Ooh. Hey, Casca, take off the other sleeve.
What?
I mean, Casca in the manga is also a muscle mommy. I mean, what? What was I saying just now?
Something,
You
something.
were
Yes.
expressing your once cleverly disguised fetishes.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. Sure you don't.
By the way, this speech right here, Rhino, is one of the most poignant speeches in the entirety of Berserk. By the way, the score for the Golden Age Arc trilogy, as well as the Memorial Edition, are done by Shuro Sagasu, whom many would know for Neon Genesis Evangelion, Bleach, and also Omagi, the Labyrinth of Magic, among other things.
Quite a good composer, if I do say so myself.
Yep.
Dude, great resume.
I'll be right back, gents.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. That's unfortunate.
Man, what a great guy, Rhino.
Yeah, just
What a great guy. I know, Alex. I know.
Here's where things go south.
I'm back.
welcome back.
All according to Keikaku.
Oh no, the king isn't dead. Who could have done that?
As if they're as if we aren't already in the middle of one.
She's putting the pieces together.
Yep.
He was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh, and this scene is actually where the original release of the first Golden Age arc film ended.
Yep. Wait a minute.
And now we go
All
right into
right.
the next episode. So are we all ready? So are we just gonna keep going?
Yep.
Well,
3.
yep.
Ready to go?
On. All right, I'm ready.
All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Uh, I miss Forces, Kevin. I miss Forces a lot.
Yep.
I know the
Oh, and by the way, Rhino, we talked about Alex briefly made a reference to Dr. Eggman earlier. His voice actor is in this dub.
Yes.
specifically Mike Pollock, not Dan, the Adventure
Briscoe.
Eggman. Yeah, Dan Briscoe. God bless
Yeah,
his soul.
because Dean Bristow. No, wait, Dean Bristow could have been in Berserk since he had passed away. Only in
I know.
2004 because the series was dubbed in 2002.
I know. I'm just saying because
But
God rest his soul.
but obviously he couldn't, and because he was in LA. Now we're in the Battle of Doldry portion of the Golden Age arc. Which, by the way, a couple things that were skipped was Charlotte giving Griffith that knight I figure, or which is a matching piece to the princess figure, or as well as their march onto this battlefield. Now, imagine if we got the rest of the series in this style.
That would have been
Eh,
fucking outstanding. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
we don't live in that.
unfortunate.
We don't
Yeah,
live in that timeline.
and the funny thing is that at in every part of this trilogy, it had both a PG-13 in release in Japan as well as an R-rated release that would play like after midnight or something.
living after midnight.
We got the R-rated versions in the home release.
Ooh yeah.
And now we get the actual updated models to the main characters, which is especially noticeable in Casca's model here. So, Rhino, care to take a guess as to what's troubling our fair lady?
Does it have something to do with guts?
Nope.
Rape?
It's her. Nope. It's her time of the month.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, woman.
So, Alex, you notice that the quality on her model is a bit better in this version.
Yes.
You know,
That's a bruise to her ego.
Mike
Get out of here.
Pollock. Like I have to. Mike Pollock his voice may be a little strained at this point, but it's been in well over 10 years since nearly like 10 years since he dubbed this role. Also, so this is at the point where his Eggman voice has sounded a little more mellowed out because this was recorded after Sonic Frontiers.
Hmm.
You noticed it too, right, Alex?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed it. who's here to save the
Hi,
day.
Guts.
Get some.
What? Being a show off?
Yeah, man.
So, get used to this man's humiliation.
I don't even have to get used to it.
Oscar, look, I get $1 Million Baby was very depressing, but it's not worth almost throwing yourself off a cliff for.
God damn it, Guts, you gotta stop getting impaled by arrows. Yeah, and in the 97 show, that was a wrist-mounted thing.
Crossbow.
Uh-huh.
Oscar,
Well, don't just
no.
stand there. Get the motherfucker that shot at him.
He probably managed to escape because he's that much of a coward and a weasel.
And frankly, deserves to die.
He does. She's got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. That was also an outtake from this.
You said fever, and the thing that's going through my mind is Wasp Sweet Cheetah.
What?
It's a song.
I know it's a song. I'm just saying, what the fuck of all things?
Oh, hi, Jameson Price playing another role. No, oh, Goku, you don't need to go Super Saiyan on them.
I miss
At the very least,
Frieza.
in this version, he thought to bandage himself up. Ugh. Can't let her stay in those. She's soaked. All right. Up and at 'em, baby. Oh, dear.
or
Ooh.
possibly not.
Yeah, it was that bloody in the manga, in case you were wondering.
Mm-mm.
No wonder she
Ooh.
was having such an attitude.
I mean, her attitude towards Guts was relatively normal at that point, but that was not a good time for her to be out in the battlefield. Ooh, she's got an
Yeah,
arrow wound. Never before have we seen a man more pissed off to be holding a naked woman in his arms.
I've seen
I know I've
I've seen more.
And now we get a bit of Casca's background, which she used to be from a small village that got torn down every so often, and like South Park, except minus a Mecha Streisand. She was sold off to a nobleman whom her parents thought would help her out, but it turns out the nobleman wanted to, well,
Giggity,
Violator.
yep.
giggity, giggity, giggity.
And that was a rather graphic way to depict a young Casca.
Yeah.
Oh, and unlike in the manga or the '97 anime, the noble actually hits her.
Mhm. Eh.
Time for murder, guys.
And Griffith literally cuts off his ear. So yeah, some people have actually said that the movies are a bit more graphic than than even the manga.
Sometimes I can believe that, yeah. Please stop dropping the frames.
I think the reason why is mostly just because of the fact that this is stylized to be a dream sequence.
Eh.
The
I
cliche of
wonder.
just standing around waiting for something to happen when something could have happened already.
And she straight up murked that guy.
As she should.
Basically, Griffith told her, "If you have something you you wish to protect, take up the sword and stab the motherfucker."
Come on, do it. Do it. It'll be fun. Trust me.
And that's part of why Casca owes so much to Griffith. Not only because in some way he saved her, or by giving her the strength to save her, the means to save herself. Oh, but oh, also the fact that she ended up becoming highly regarded as the second in command of the Band of the Hawk. Mm. Oh,
Oh, that's titties.
and Cooch. Well, Lady Bush, I should say. Oh,
Me.
PMS in full force.
Hmm.
oh God. Yeah, that would freak me out. Oh, there's more Lady Bush.
He made her sad.
God almighty. Someone put her on a leash and a collar for Christ's sake.
Oh.
Yeah, she it's like she felt she had to work her ass off to get to where she is right now with Griffith, but with Guts, it's like to her in her perspective, she was pretty much handed all of this.
my god, it's such fucking melodrama.
It's called being a woman.
A lot of people really say that Carrie gives some of the best voice acting in this series, and I can't
You're not
blame them.
wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like
You're not
there,
wrong.
she was. You could definitely tell that she was practically pouring her heart out at that moment. Oh goodness, is it really was sunset by the time they were about to leave. It wasn't at nightfall, all like in the '97 anime. Yeah, she did actually share the story in the manga.
Lots of
In
rape,
case you were
just like
well,
yours.
and by the way, a Rhino, Griffith did end up offering his body to some D-bag as shown casing when Casca was telling in Guts about Griffith.
Mm.
And yes, as that guy that he offered his body to did have a specific fetish. You want to know something funny in the outtakes?
What?
So when Guts gives his little sagely advice to these horn dogs that are surrounding them, um, in the outtakes he says "vagina dentata."
My god.
Damn it.
Ooh.
That still gets me every time. I would definitely believe that, and her vagina would bite off most of the dicks too. Rows and rows of teeth, like a shark.
Um, Makes you wonder.
Damn it! I left my arrow-proof long sleeve shirt at the cleaners.
God. Stop being a stubborn bitch.
She is. She's
Does she want
gradually
to?
coming around.
Either she wants to be with these guys so fucking bad, or she needs to get a grip. It's got to be one or the other.
For both.
Like I said, and she's gonna be coming around. I don't know over the course of this. Aw, she does care. Mhm. Don't these models look a lot better, or Alex?
Oh yeah.
Nice fucking
Ah,
prick.
well, that's gonna do a number on him.
Arrowhead's already off. You can just pull it out now.
I think Guts is just. He's like, you know what? This is more fun. Let's do this.
Fuck it, I'm game.
Olas? Oh, hi, Keith Silverstein. So in the '97 dub, it was Sean Schemmel. Oh, in the film dub, it was Patrick Seitz, and now we have Keith Silverstein in attempting
Huh.
this on Costco.
Sean, oh, that's titties.
Yep.
Yeah, Sean Schemmel, who used like 2 voices throughout the entire original dub.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sean Schemmel. Did you expect much?
I was expecting a Schwarzenegger impression.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
What about his Mike Tyson impression?
That would have also been good too.
Oh God, I don't want to imagine that now.
Man, what Yu-Gi-Oh! Season was that?
Oh,
Now she's just gonna fight with no top on.
she would.
The woman's a trooper.
Hell, she'd fuck these guys up if she were naked.
Good. Finally, she started to get a grip.
She's like, Griffith be like, Casca, wardrobe malfunction.
Now, Griffith.
So Alex, we're just gonna keep going and not pause us after the ending sequence of this, because that's gonna throw me off at this point. That
Okay.
third.
Oh, these cliffhanger endings.
Oh, it's even worse in the '97 anime, dude.
Ready, the worst cliffhanger with the last cliffhanger.
Which, by the way, the '97 anime had like 2 whole episodes where most of it was filler and little of it was plot. Alex, would you care to describe how stupid that was?
Ah.
Because instead of spending so much time on Adon Korbelwitz, they could have actually stayed very true with the manga.
Yes.
They could have, but they didn't.
And Rhino, one thing that's notable about this adaptation of the Golden Age arc is that Guts is far more expressionate here than he is in the in the '97 anime and the manga, thanks to the addition of pouty lips, as some people dubbed it. I'm dead serious. That is what they called it.
Hmm.
So in other words, he's a
All
lot
right.
less stoic.
So we're on the next episode. Are we queued up?
I thought we were just gonna keep going.
I can't keep going. They're different files.
Oh, okay. Now that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
All right, we're on episode 5.
All right.
The level of preparation is amazing here. Can you tell?
Well,
Mhm. Don't worry, we
I try to
self-deprecate.
reduce the amount of redundant files on my hard drive. I've only got 20 terabytes. What do you want?
I don't know.
Anyway.
The fucking universe.
3, 2, 1. I'm the light bringer. I'm the fucking universe.
Where's a place like this?
They were
I
all
like
dead.
I like the fact that at the opening shot there, we see that Guts' vision is blurring in to showcase, yeah, he is losing a lot of blood and is very close to passing out.
They were all dead. The final strike of my sword was an exclamation mark to everything that led up to this point. I released my fingers from the handle, and then it was over.
Wow. That was the worst part is I know you were saying that as a joke, but that sounded surprisingly deep.
It's like, where I think
Wow.
that was a where I think that was a reference to something.
If you can guess the reference,
No,
congratulations.
my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. I am not left-handed. That was also from the outtakes. There is no cut. How to kill. That's all.
To make any kind of sense of it, I'd have to go back many years. Back to the night the pain started.
Okay, seriously, what is that a reference to?
Max Payne.
Ah, okay, that's probably why.
Damn thing.
As in, that's probably why I didn't know all of that. There was a little riff in the outtakes where Mike Sinterklaas is like, "Ah, it's my breath. Oh my god. Oh." Look at all those bodies.
And they hit the floor.
So Griffith was not in this scene at
Over the
all.
hill with the bodies of 1,000 men.
Oh,
100 men.
so it's interesting to see that Griffith was actually willing to lead the search himself.
Yeah, he gotta look good for the camera.
I remember making a promise like that.
I remember a lot of things. I don't remember that.
I think it was communicated non-verbally. Oh. Hey, look, Adon is in escaping this time. Woo! It's kind of odd that they would play a aria for the intro again, but yeah.
Too.
This also aired on like a weekly basis in terms of the Memorial Edition. Like Alex, it wasn't until I actually saw that there were more new scenes than just what we're about to see in this episode. Oh, oh, that I was like, okay, maybe it is worth watching all of these.
Hmm.
Like I was so salty about the fact that we could pretty much blame WB for why a lot of these scenes were cut.
I believe it.
Because WB is known for that.
WB
Ask us
being
how,
known
how
for
we know.
and WB being known for cutting out shit that's fairly necessary in not just America, it seems.
Clearly. Because this was also distributed by Warner Brothers in Japan. And Viz Media ended up acquiring the licensing rights to the Golden Age Arc film trilogy. Not this part. This was acquired by
A
Aniplex. By
Funchy
Aniplex.
Stuffgaplex.
Yeah, by Aniplex and Funchy Stuffgaplex.
Yeah.
because that's why you see the Aniplex logo at the menu.
Bookmarks.
Yeah, this scene is part of what I had a salt mine over, or with the with the original movies, because we didn't get this scene, and it's one of the best scenes in all of Berserk. Which, by the way, oh, even the sheen on his armor looked very sleek there.
Must be that new extra glossy polish.
But yeah, that goes to show oh Casca that Griffith it still values her just about as much as Guts.
She must be so dependent.
Yeah, that's the worst part about what Griffith was what about Griff about when him Griffith was had her in the band, because Griffith has kind of made her somewhat dependent on him.
Any groomer would.
Yeah, it's unfortunate
Yep. That's
because
another thing to
this
add to
was something
Griffith's
that
crimes.
that a number of people went over when talking about how like other characters in
Well,
Berserk and what effect Griffith has on these people.
That's another thing to add to Griffith's hate list. He's a
Hmm.
groomer. He's a slave owner.
so like
Sounded
we
like
have
you were going to
Casca.
go into a rendition of the Joker by Steve Miller.
So like
Supposed to
Casca
be a
tells Guts how insecure he is, but she herself is also insecure.
Yeah, I think that's more her or part. It's partially her projecting herself onto him in a manner, or because she herself is has difficulty he believing that Guts was really worth to Griffith all that much
I
was
mean,
really
I
worth
mean,
all that much. But
she's a
now,
tomboy.
yeah, but now she's starting to see that maybe that there wasn't anything that she needed to worry about in the first place, because both
She was just
as
being
now
fucking hormonal.
She's a
well,
tomboy.
yeah, that she's
She's a
also a
tomboy
class. Yeah, she's also one of those
That
classic
and
she's also like a classic tsundere.
and a tomboy.
that and she has just been completely insecure about her dependence on Griffith.
Yeah, that
Like a child trying to get their parent to acknowledge them.
yeah,
It's like
that's one aspect of Casca that is explored or in this series, like her dependence on Griffith, which as the series goes on starts to wane when he sees someone who actually gives a damn about her, or despite all of her grievances towards her.
Such as Guts.
Yes, like she sees he's in Guts someone who cares about her beyond needing her for something.
men don't want her for something other than her body.
Oh, look. Even if the animation has our characters be with 3D models that are surprisingly well detailed, it's still a really well done scene.
Find a different woman if she turns you down.
I think it's more or less.
I'm telling you, Guts is probably fucking based right now.
Yeah. No matter how that line is delivered, that is just one of my favorite remarks that Guts makes about Casca. And she just gets flustered about it. She's like, "Shut up." I don't know what song on this is by Susumu Hirasawa, but it is an interesting in one ununique to this scene. Oh, it looks so shiny.
Rock out with your sword out. Did you see how that was positioned?
Yep.
Sword.
I wonder how
Sword.
Mark DeRazon felt when he was told, "Yeah, we're gonna be doing this bit again."
The sword of the Berserk.
Guts Rage for the Dreamcast.
Yes.
Oh, so you know that game?
Yes, I know about it.
Oh, I actually met the guy who voices Puck in that game too.
Mm.
He did not know much about Berserk until I had to explain to him, yeah, the first bit of it is NSFW, and he didn't even know what NSFW was. Cam Clark was a very innocent man.
How has how he voiced like the king of incest yaoi, a liquid snake. How did nobody bring this up to him before that?
I actually brought up in the first deluxe volume of Berserk, be like, hey, this has your character in it, and he's like, that was an NSFW. It, and then he finds out, oh, this is very NSFW. Now I see what you mean. Because literally the first few pages of the Berserk manga, Rhino, is Guts seemingly getting it on with a female demon whom he owes her brains out later.
Yeah, that was very off-putting for me when I first read it. It was just, people were like Berserk is fucking awesome, and then I read that and I was like, is this what the whole thing's gonna be like?
And then you find out, no, it isn't.
Yeah, it wasn't until many years later when Kevin made me watch the Golden Age arc movies that I found out it was something else.
Yeah.
The Berserk.
So
Yes,
yeah, if you
but
want
like
the
open
full
bar.
story of Berserk Rhino, I would fully recommend reading the manga.
Mm.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's fucking sweet right there.
I Lord of the Rings and this trilogy have made me really love siege equipment
Oh
and
yeah.
being used. And Doldry is looking very similar to Gondor
Yeah, I was gonna
or in
say.
some ways. In some ways, not in every way, because Gondor is much bigger. Boscone, who I'm not sure is still voiced by the mocap actor for Legendary's Godzilla. I'm not joking. That's actually a thing. I wonder if Jason Douglas is in this because I think I hear his voice when he's here and there. Doesn't it sound like him in some places?
A little bit.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I should have asked him that when I was at UltraCon. Oh, there's Marnoka. So yeah, keep in mind if a character was previously voiced by Liam O'Brien in this, he would later be voiced by Jason Marnoka.
Hmm.
And Marnoka does display a surprising amount of character and voice range. Hmm. Imagine if this were dubbed in the same way that SAO was dubbed, where the intense stares are like, dare.
Yeah, right, they could.
Fuck yeah, they can.
With guts on board, absolutely.
Wanna know why? Because they're the band of the Hawks.
So here we're going to see the governor's specific fetish. Yes, he's into long-haired pretty boys. Yeah, this even sounds like the Lord of the Rings music.
A little bit.
Lord of
And
the
they say
Berserk.
Kenji Yamamoto is a plagiarist. Well, fuck me. The obligatory kid of the obligatory kid of the group, Rickert, or is has been a firmly established character in this, and I'm just like I just have to remind myself, oh right, Rickert's the bowl cut kid. At this point, he's got a bowl cut. Later on in the manga, his hair gets longer. Even has to do a ponytail on his hair. I wonder if it's just.
Circle.
I wonder if he actually has to cut his hair. What do you think?
Yeah.
Probably. I could see him.
Well, at the very least, they had a bunch of shooter soldier or armor or to take after the 100-man battle. So yeah, Griffith's plan was to essentially draw out all of the armies using Governor Genone's want of him to be alive. So that way they could take the fortress with minimal resistance.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That descending piano lilt is, like, I've heard that somewhere before.
What, like in another track?
Yeah. It
The
reminds me of
track
the
is
GameCube opening theme, but it's not the same thing. It's like, might have been in an Ava track or something.
Alex, you forget that this is literally the same composer.
No, I didn't forget that. I'm just trying to place the. I was like, I just heard it out of the corner of my ear, and I was like, wait, what?
So the track here is called More Death and Silence, in case you were curious.
Hmm.
And now another cliffhanger. You know, oh, some part of me wonders if the way that this ending is constructed is though oh to essentially say like at this point now all of the good times have long gone
Very
or will soon be gone. What do you think, Alex?
Hmm. Okay. Get back on this side of the.
This was episode 5 or
Yep,
6.
Gonna do
episode 5
episode
and
6, and then we're gonna call it till next week.
um
Oh
there's one
boy.
more episode on the disc.
Yeah, we're gonna do episode 6, and then we're gonna call it till. Oh.
Yeah, you forgot there was
That's
7 episodes.
that's odd. I didn't realize there were 7 episodes on this disc.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm like, yeah, we're gonna clear out this disc and then we're gonna move on to the next one next week.
Yes.
Hmm.
So,
All right. So now we're on episode 6.
3, 2, 1.
Brief little recap of what had transpired before we get to
Previously
the
on
battle,
Berserk.
so that way so that way the timing for our death and silence will not be completely ruined. Well, when it plays later. There's the piano again.
Yeah.
See, at the very least, with this variant, and unlike in the Lion King remakes version of the Stampede theme, there is at least a point to the descending piano tune.
Yeah.
Because in the because Rhino, I don't know if you've seen the 2019 Lion King remake, but it
No, I
feels like
haven't.
a lot of the music was kind of butchered by the fact that the film um, that it accompanied was so poorly synced up to it.
Is that Adonis? Or
No,
no? It
no,
looks a
it's
lot
just
like
some
him.
yeah, it's just some other rando Obishi.
Mm.
Some people do not realize how long some of these battles could take. Because it was it was like in early morning when this battle began, and now it's going to take all day for it to finish.
Mhm.
Because this is kind of like how actual warfare plays out. How like they could be at the same battlefield for like days on end. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's true of medieval warfare and modern warfare.
Yo, odd joke here.
All right, you and your fucking old
Holy
ass
purple
looking
rhino.
beard can try to do whatever the fuck you want.
Which, by the way,
This can only go so well.
the guy who
Say
voices
this, an
Governor
entire
Genon.
crew that is dressed like the Rhino from Spider-Man.
Which, by the way, the guy who voices is Governor or Genon is Steve Kramer, whom many would know from Naruto as Hiruzen Sarutobi and Shunsui Kyoraku from Bleach. Oh, nice still shot.
Yeah.
How intimidating.
But yeah, it's a nice still shot
Just
to
stock fire effects. You can't lie to me.
Yeah.
God, why
It
is the
took you
fucking...
until now to say something like that.
I know, I didn't want to bring it up earlier, but
it's
like it's...
yeah, but here's the thing, Alex. It's only because the intro plays more often in this version than it does in the movie trilogy.
Yeah.
So, well, it's like you analyze this more, or the more often you see it.
I
Yeah.
can't get over how the fucking egg thing, whose name I don't remember, is
The
aliased.
Bailet.
The Bailet is aliased on this. Like when it shows up, I swear across the screen like the pendulum at the
One
start
other
of Chrono Trigger.
one other animated thing that Studio 4 Degree C ended up working on was a couple shorts from the Animatrix. So for those who have seen, and Alex, you and I have seen that, and it's
Yes,
certainly
yes. That was...
interesting and it's certainly interesting how their style of animation and is still one that in many ways still holds up.
Yeah, the Animatrix was the second of our 5 viewings of Matrix content.
Because the Animatrix had some bits that took place between the first and second.
Yes. We still haven't watched whatever the 4th one was called.
We're not going to.
Frankly, I can't be bothered.
If people are going to ask me, if I'm ever gonna watch it. My response is, do I look like I go out of my way to watch crap?
Resurrections, that's what it was called. It was supposed to release on the same day as John Wick 4. Can't help but feel
Boy,
like they dodged a bullet with it not being released the same day as John Wick 4, because John Wick 4 was a much better movie.
yeah, and it would have crushed it in the box office, no difficulty.
Both of them starring Keanu Reeves, funny enough. What are you... That wasn't a cross, that was just fingering your own chest.
I think in some way it's a cross. So now the rest of the Hawks are gonna get in on this last stand, and they gotta and simply this is a war of attrition, and at this point, so they gotta outlast the enemy while Alkaska and the others take the fort. Jeez, that cameraman is getting all the action.
You getting paid extra today.
Damn, Pippin.
But where's Mary? The world needs to
Uh,
know.
Meanwhile, Charlotte is praying to, oh God, for Griffith's safe return.
No. Little does she know she's actually praying to Satan.
Yeah. And now
Actually, you know what?
Corcus' spear broke.
Satan's not that cruel. She's praying to,
Xenu.
yes. Captain
So Midland,
Scientology.
so Midland is firmly within the religion of Scientology.
Yes.
In case you don't know, Rhino, blame our Mission Impossible commentaries.
And yeah, in which we labeled Tom Cruise as the legendary superhero Scientology man.
Or Captain Scientology.
Yes.
I hear ya.
All these men are getting some neat hang time, and then Guts meets a worthy opponent. These poor or mooks are placed just in the actual positions they were in the manga. Uh-oh. Yeah, some raiders stayed behind. We know we're the intruders. Every time I go back and rewatch that, I always say that. Sir Dawn, we have intruders in the castle. We know we're the intruders.
And all it took was something long, hard, and shoved up somewhere where we're not gonna go towards.
See, now Casca could easily just shoot him right in the face and end this now. But no, she's got some beef with this guy.
I spoke a little too soon.
Make it long and slow.
Nice little match cut.
But at the very least, Casca's gonna get an opportunity to do the same thing.
Oh,
God, I love how intense this is. Like, I know it's just two guys circling each other on horseback, but it's like their strikes are just trying to find an opening.
What happened? What
No,
happened to
no,
you? I I fell down some stairs after
no, no,
getting my
Rhino.
ass
If
kicked
you,
by a beautiful brown woman.
no, no, Rhino. If you were gonna go that direction, we should have gone. Papaya, ooh, apa, oh, ooh, papaya, ooh, pap, oh, e. I am not above making that Family Guy
It
reference
was
because
even
that was hilarious.
the 97 show was even funnier with that guy because his teeth were like it was even more comical when they showed him smile with those teeth missing.
You think Griffith's gonna get into a battle, but nope.
Oh. お前はもう死んでる.
I swear the
Yeah.
blood splatter effects in this are just like. Oh god, you should have seen some of the fan subs for this, or the Battle of Doldry in the Japanese version. They are fucking terrible, full of grammatical errors and just
Are you sure they weren't the official Crunchyroll subs?
they weren't. Because Crunchyroll had not licensed this movie.
Oh no.
Fortunate. Man, your family has so many techniques, dude.
1,000 years? That's
Too many.
bullshit.
Too many secret techniques.
Oh, I love that she's formulating a plan in her mind. Oh, I'll give you something to taste, buddy. Suck on that.
Ooh.
Right,
Right in the mouth.
rare Kafka W.
She's finally pulled it together.
Yeah, see, now it's in like mid or late afternoon at this point.
You can tell that because the old man is about to fall asleep and have a nap on his horse.
Minute
Yeah,
later.
no. Just watch
No,
all the
don't.
bloodshed
He's too
just
strong for you. Urgh.
He's gonna take off like a helicopter.
Oh.
See?
It's raining blood.
Hallelujah,
Hallelujah.
raining.
it's a rain and blood.
It's
Hey,
raining
hey,
men.
hey.
Hallelujah. Which, by the way, that was actually in an outtake for this movie. Kind of a shame we didn't get Zod tossing his big ass sword to Guts. Let's help him out, but we still got this.
Yeah, the fucking Monster Cleaver 9000, as I like to call it, is an interesting looking weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now their big general is dead, and their fortress is now taken. And now we're in Sunset.
Oh, would you look at that? Somebody else's flag is flying at your fortress.
I wonder what that could mean.
Really obvious when it shifts to 2D animation. When your general is dead and your fortress has fallen, then you have my permission to die.
That drowns out Corcus. I imagine somebody straps one of those flags to their crotch and just starts pelvic thrusting, and like in that one video, oh, of "You Are a Pirate."
Yes, 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 yes.
"Eh, fuck this, we're out." It's a surprise none of them trampled on him.
Yeah, I remember thinking about that when we were watching the 97 show. How is she not...
How is he not?
Uh, how is he not dead? How is he not just dead?
Because he's not the end yet.
My boy. This. Yes.
Chasing your ghost, looking for your shadow. Yeah, it just tells me you've been fucking a lot of platinum blonde twinks lately.
Part of the reason why Griffith is about to murk this guy is because he doesn't want rumors being spread around.
What? But everybody's already spreading those rumors about him and Guts.
See, he doesn't mind those rumors.
Right,
Is
because he'd like for those to be true.
he...
In your dreams, old man.
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty, as Jarrett would say if he were here. Hey, Griffith, how's it going?
So, is it now time for some beer and booty?
Might as
Oh,
well.
I'll feel too tang.
Ooh, even
Mm-hmm.
the Twinks didn't survive.
Well, you know, there can only be one fairest in the land. That is Griffith.
Oh my god.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
Well,
Griffith,
technically,
Griffith, it's you.
Griffith, we know it's you. Come
It was
on.
you. It was you last time you asked. It's you this time
It's
you asked. It'll be
it's
you
good.
until you fuck Princess. Oh, we'll get to that.
I mean, his ultimate goal is to marry the country and fist the princess.
I think you might have gotten those two mixed up.
Did I
Could be
stutter?
though.
His ultimate goal is to marry the princess and fist the country as well.
You were telling me that this particular anime kind of skips over a lot of the stuff in the.
Yeah, there was supposed to be like a Game of Thrones-esque plot to murder Griffith. Is from the Queen of Midland and Minister Foss. But that's ultimately skipped over.
Yeah, because I can definitely tell why after watching this long in.
I'm a freak in the sheets. I don't know why they didn't keep that out in from the outtakes because that was fucking hilarious from Patrick. Patrick Seitz was the one who said that line.
Hi, Goku.
At least Sean Schemmel is getting a break from voicing so many characters in this.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you're getting your wish.
Seems like it. Yes. Nobody except for the girliest manly man alive. Girls, men want her and women want to be with her, want to be her. Yes, I know. I flubbed up the wording there. See, I'm just as bad.
Hold my beer.
You say that as part of the lyrics say use the word hold. So Alex, despite this redub of sorts being 10 years apart from the previous dub of the Golden Age arc, how do you feel about it so far?
It's pretty good. But you know, I want the best of both worlds. I want the best of both the worlds.
All right, so now we're going to be on episode 7 and then I'll wrap it up for tonight. You know, it's one thing I was kind of disappointed by with this ending is ending animation is that we don't ever get to see the Beylit like, form an actual fate ace as it goes on.
Hmm.
All right, so we're on episode 7.
Excuse me. Yes.
All right,
Excuse me if I can
in
stop
3.
burping. Hang on.
All right, in
Better to
3,
burp it and
2,
taste it than to fart
1.
it and waste it.
and now we're in
What?
a ball.
I've never heard that one before.
I'm
Well,
learning
now you
so much
know.
new things. I'm learning so much new
Knowing
things
is
from you,
half
Rhino.
the battle?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Schmo.
Yeah, he's getting more ass than the toilet seat. That was an actual outtake from Corcus. Got oh, you see Azan, Serpico, and Farnese at this gathering.
Serpico, but Al Pacino's not here.
So Alex, you remember what we were talking about with Farnese and the waifu wars, right?
Yes.
She's a tad
Oh.
too kinky.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Even the Shoto's getting attention.
Yeah, I think we found what these girls are into. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here.
Ew.
And
Fanciness.
every single woman is just fucking thirsty.
They're
There.
even
It was a
thirsty
different.
for they're even thirsty for Shota.
And they're thirsty for
It's a
premium Shotapine.
look. It was a different time.
Let me look up
Everybody
how
was.
old Rickard is by this point.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, as of the Fantasia arc, Rickard ends up being 19, but since this is during the Golden Age arc, I have to presume he's like 14 to 15.
Uh-oh.
Yep, he's underage.
But
It was a
All
different
right.
time.
he is
All right.
eager. He is eager to
No, he's not.
he
He's
said he did say, yes, I am.
well, I think he was meaning that in the way that he was just answering a question and nervously, not like he was eager for ladies to go to Pound Town with him.
See, you know, how old is
I'm
he
so
again?
Fifth, around 14 to 15.
Eh,
I am so glad I am no longer the only one who knows about Pound Town.
Mhm.
The worst part is the only reason I know what Pound Town is just because of an Attack on Titan parody. Uh, uh, you look beautiful. I mean, I want to put my penis in your vagina. I mean, I want to fuck you right in the pussy. Oh yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. Casca, Casca. These pants are really tight, and I am having a raging boner right now. Oh,
Casca, can you stop talking about your body? I am already as erect as I can get.
she does. Like seriously, that dress looks really good on her. Wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, seriously, in real life, Guts's outfit would uh, in real life, Guts's pants would look really tight on him.
I mean, women wouldn't mind that.
Oh, those ladies that he's in there certainly did not mind the big burly man and with the nose scar. Which, by the way, hey Rhino, that nose scar that Guts has was the result of Gambino cutting into Guts during during a training session.
I guess many women would probably say, "Man, I would totally like a man that would just fucking kill me, like actually just fucking kill me."
Have you seen how weird some of the thirst tweets are for many celebrities?
Buddy, buddy, I'm a jujutsu tech. I think that says a lot about me.
I mean, Joe. I mean, the guy who voices Legacy read some thirst tweets.
Yeah,
Joe Scott.
also Beastars too. And don't get me started to when his Endless Zone Zero came out. Everybody wanted that damn furry. Many people became furries that day that game came out. Hmm.
Well, considering you appear to have made it up, I would hope that it would be the first time.
I think he means the first time it was granted to a noble or rather to a
Hmm.
commoner. Orcus literally sitting right behind that was standing behind that girl like she and I are going places.
God, just the way that Guts and Griffith were looking at each other.
No
Oh,
homo,
that
right? Oh yes, definitely no homo.
No, more like all the homo.
We've all seen Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bonds Beyond Time abridgment. Rickard found somebody his age.
Now we just wait for them to get into age.
Oh, Casca, surrounded by a bunch of thirsty dudes.
And Guts is nowhere around. But wait.
You were saying? Cupid's like, I'm a little too big for one lady.
Yeah, at the very least, Casca has actually come around.
Yeah.
yeah, she's no longer
Unlike
she no
Corcus,
longer
it was still totally 110% a bitch.
everybody hates the Porcus. You hate him, I hate him, we all hate him.
We
Everybody hates Gorkus.
the worst show on Nick at Night.
What?
What, you never I could have sworn Everybody Hates Chris was on Nick at Night.
Yeah, but it's a really good show, so I don't know why you'd say that.
Yeah,
Because Everybody Hates Corkit. This would be the worst show on Nick at Night.
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah. I mean, Chris
Because
Rock is
nobody would
great.
actually sympathize with Corcus.
Yeah,
Oh, Casca's having too much fun.
I'm sorry, but I gotta say though,
Oh,
Everyone Hates Chris remake is actually really good, surprisingly.
well, the fun has only just begun.
And
One
now
of
we
the
get a
few times I
scene
can
that doesn't have Corcus being a total bitch.
one of the few times I can say live action actually transition to live action to animation went well. God, Corcus' nose is so huge. Damn, look how big that nose is. Look, I gotta spread my legs. I gotta spread my legs and go do my own thing.
Oh no, I found on the worst timeline of Berserk.
What?
God, what?
It's called Burke.
God damn it.
Okay.
Look at the broadcast chat. Just look at that. Look at that majesty.
God. God, it's
That is guts, minus his nose.
Nah, it's I don't know, how do you say GF?
It's
Oh god.
frightening.
Oh god. The bridge of his nose leads directly down into his mouth. Hang on.
Oh no, you're gonna do something about this.
No, I just need to make it go up. So here it is. I don't know why somebody made this, but it exists.
Okay, take it off. Take it off, man.
I did. I'm not after anything logical like status or rank.
I'm after something. We want an ultimate timeline of this. Uh,
Even in the model, he has pouty lips.
Yeah.
this is a good
These
end
models
too.
are very expressive.
Yeah. Oh, this is pretty good. This is a pretty cute fan art.
I want to see him do the knife scene from Alien.
Oh,
Yeah.
Judo definitely could.
Too bad that doesn't exist yet.
Do it to Corcus. Yes, Julius was bringing up his Shota son to marry Charlotte.
mean, he
Oh
did admit
yeah,
that he
yeah,
was
that was a
setting.
thing.
He did admit that he was setting things up for his son to do instead of
Yeah, we saw
Griffith.
that more in the '97 show.
Yes, his Griffith magic. I mean, I did, but I was really pissed off. Well, that's awfully nice.
Mhm. Wrong drugs.
So much prying into this conversation.
Like, and at the very least, Carcass isn't here to just be a total bitch like he is in the manga in the '97 anime. Because that's all he
Yeah.
was in this scene.
Over.
He added nothing. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, this went on about as much as the usual conversation in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Hmm.
Hey, at least it actually had some of substance.
Oh,
And at least it wasn't as much it wasn't filled with as much foot fetish.
street.
Which, by the way,
Pretty much.
funnily enough, Rhino, Berserk has been cited as something that has a lot more blood and gore than the entirety of Tarantino's filmography.
Huh.
Mm.
I like it that still of guts they have little nicks. They had little nicks in his sword.
Neat
I think there's
little
a post
detail.
credit. I think there's a post credit scene in this episode.
The
I could always be
3-minute
wrong.
post-credits scene.
Oh yeah. So yeah, this is where the Battle of Doldry picks up after the ballroom scene in the actual movie, so we don't get that conversation that Guts has with Judo before leaving. It was kind of a pretty important scene because a lot of what A lot of Berserk's strengths also lie in its character interactions. Aren't you a little too drunk to be out here in the cold? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm cold. Ugh.
I'm never too drunk to be cold. I mean, cold to be drunk. I mean, ugh. I mean, drunk.
I don't even know where that sentence was going.
Neither did I.
What's this? A going away party?
Mm, Maybe.
It's interesting that they placed Guts and Casca's conversation before leaving there as opposed to earlier before he heats up with Judo and Corcus.
Nice guilt trip there, Griffith.
And we'll be seeing the rest of that next week.
Mhm.
So,
Cliffhanger.
All
until
right.
then. So until then, join us tomorrow for more Super Mario 3D World.
Yes. Till
And this
then,
Saturday and this Saturday we will be doing in Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Focus, you say?
No.
Pocus Crocus.
Double no.
Hocus Nocus.
No.
Bye, everybody. By the way, you know where to find me and Kevin. Do you want to promote your, stuff, Rhino?
The only thing I have so far is a Twitter and a Blue Sky, but that's about it. And they're not really active as of yet.
Yeah, something to promote.
Do what now?
Okay. Well, Sonic,
I got
I guess,
nothing, man.
Sonic, come to the Discord server and talk to them. And that's what you can do. Okay. The link should be in the description. If the link's not in the description, yell at me in the comments and I'll post a new link. There should also be a link on the Twitter. If it's not live over there, just yell at me in the comments and I'll post the link again. Till then, bye everybody. See y'all
Bye.
later.
Bye.